Today we are talking about common budget mistakes that many of us make without even realizing it. Welcome, I'm Tracy. You know I love a good budget, but budgets don't need to be boring, and they can give us financial freedom if they are done properly. But life isn't always perfect, and even budgets can be done wrong. So by avoiding these mistakes, you can reach your money goals faster. Remember to subscribe and help out a new channel. Not reviewing your budget. Regularly reviewing your budget. Your budget's not set in stone. It's a living document and it's going to need regular attention because life changes. Make it a habit to review your budget monthly or quarterly, whatever works for you. Adjust it as needed to reflect any changes, maybe in your income, your expenses, or your financial goals. I recommend that if you're just starting, you're going to need to review it monthly to get an idea of how you spend, because different months can cause different spending patterns. Forgetting about annual expenses. Don't forget about those annual expenses, anything like your insurance premiums, memberships, or holiday gifts. You need to plan ahead and set aside money each month for these expenses so that they don't catch you off guard. If needed, try using something called a sinking fund, but remember to include this in your budget as well. Neglecting fun and enjoyment. Budgeting is not boring. It's not about saving every single dollar. It's about enjoying life as well. So don't forget to budget for fun activities, hobbies, or any type of experiences that bring you joy and fulfillment or value. It's an essential part of a healthy financial mindset. Your financial well-being goes beyond spreadsheets or numbers. Try to also not neglect your mental or emotional health when you're trying to pursue these financial goals. Find ways to reduce your stress, prioritize self-care when needed, and figure out if you can include these items in your budget, perhaps by cutting back on other expenses or by increasing your income. Over-restricting on spending. While it's very tempting to get back on every single expense, being overly strict is going to lead to failure, just like that bad diet. Start slow, be the turtle, give yourself a little wiggle room for discretionary spending, maybe dining out or treating yourself occasionally. I heard a story of somebody who was budgeting and they couldn't get their Starbucks habit under control, but they wanted to keep it in their budget because it was a value for them. So they ended up buying a $30 gift card each month and then using that. When they ran out, they were done. If needed, you could also use cash. A $5 coffee is not going to impact your monthly budget unless it becomes a daily thing. That's when you need to get it under control or give it a limit. Not allowing for flexibility. Life is a roller coaster or whatever you want to say, and it can be full of surprises, good and bad. So you need to try and build flexibility into your budget to accommodate any unexpected expenses or opportunities. Having this buffer can ease financial stress and keep you on track. Perhaps your laptop dies. Perhaps you have a medical expense or you unexpectedly have to move. Not tracking your spending is one of the biggest mistakes. Not knowing where your money goes. It's kind of like driving without a map. You need to take the time to track your expenses, whether through an app, a spreadsheet, or you just like old-fashioned pen and paper. Whatever you do, do it, because this will give you clarity on how you actually spend your money. Remember, every dollar has a home in the budget. Make sure you're realistic about your earnings, avoid counting anything like bonuses that might not happen, and build a budget that's based on your stable income sources. This will set you up for success. Now track it over several months and make sure you get some good averages that you can actually trust. Another mistake is just setting unrealistic goals. Goals are great, but setting unrealistic targets are just going to set you up for disappointment. So try and be realistic about your income, your expenses, and your saving goals. These adjustments can be made along the way. If you live paycheck to paycheck, saving $100K is probably not going to be possible. Try something smaller, something like $10K. That's more achievable. A common mistake is underestimating your spending. Now, these little expenses can add up fast, so you need to make sure that you include everything in your budget. And yes, I mean everything. So whether it's your daily coffee fix or any subscription services you have, or any of those impulse purchases, be mindful of these small expenses and consider if they align with your priorities and your values. I heard that the average person spends $273 a month on subscriptions, from things like meal kits, deliveries, to Netflix. This number was way higher than what I thought. It's likely that within them that there are at least a few that you're paying for that you don't even use or not enough to justify. Anyone want to guess down below how many subscriptions I have? If not, the answer is 0. Sacrificing quality for savings. While saving money is important, please be cautious about sacrificing quality for savings. Sometimes investing in higher quality items or experiences can actually save you money in the long term. I like to watch my spending, but when I do spend, I invest my money in really good quality items like my laptop because I know it's going to last. Well, those were my top common budget mistakes. Avoid them and you'll be on your way to financial success. Remember that these small changes can lead to big results. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share for more money tips. See you in my next video. Much thanks and love, Tracy.